And my name is Will. Where am I from? From North Philly.
My name is Daryl from Southwest.
Hi, my name is Rosalind. I'm from Northeast Philly.
My name is Khalik. I'm from North Philly, Susquehanna Ave, Dolphin Street, York Street, M.O. Stanton.
Hi, my name's Becca, and I'm from Horsham, Pennsylvania.
Hey, I'm Marv. I'm from North Philadelphia, Area Ave, EA for the delegation.
It's going to be the Blindfolded Philadelphia Cheesesteak Challenge. We're going to determine what the best cheesesteak is in Philadelphia, giving it a 1 to 5 ranking. We're going to try 8 different cheesesteaks from all over the city. Let's do it.
What's your favorite cheesesteak?
I'm going with Joe's.
I think my favorite is Steve's, but I think that's gonna change tonight.
I don't know, man. They all gonna be good to me. I'm greedy.
The cheesesteak I think gonna taste the best is Max's, North Philly's own.
My favorite cheesesteak is Max's cheesesteak, so we'll see what happens.
It's cheesesteak time.
So gooey.
It's extra gooey.
Definitely a lot of onions.
Ugh. This is solid.
This one got a bunch of cheese in this bite too.
The meat to bread ratio is off. It tastes like I'm eating a grilled cheese.
Flavor is good. You get a lot of cheese.
I don't taste no onions in it. The bread was alright. I get that one at 3.
And this one's 3.5.
I'm gonna give this one 3.
3.5.
I'll give that a 3.
Give it a 1.5.
Not too much cheese. I can taste the onions, but it's not like I'm biting into like actual onions.
It's soft. The onions are crunchy. I don't even like onions, but onions are crunchy, so that's pretty cool.
This one's flavor is different than all the other ones.
Whatever things that are really cheesy are going to get me, because that's what I get a cheesesteak for the cheese.
So, this one really good.
I love the amount of cheese. The cheesiness is good, and I think the meat to cheese to bread ratio is really delicious.
You use like Vidalia onions or sweet onions of some sort. Those are very sweet.
They did a great job on the cheese. The bread isn't toasted. Huge fan of that.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
I'm going with a 4 for this one.
I'm gonna give this one a 4.
A 4.25. Because of the meat, cheese, and bread part.
A 3.
That is 2.5.
This one okay. I'm taking another bite of this one.
I can taste a lot of onions in this one.
I just ate all onion.
It just tastes like steak and onions. I don't even taste cheese. Is there cheese here?
I need more meat in this cheesesteak.
That whole bite of onion that I got at the beginning kind of just like messed up my whole palate when I tried this one.
I'm getting a 2. There ain't no cheese here. Somebody touch my beer.
3.5.
That's gonna get a 3.
That's a 3.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
A 2. Hands down. It's not a good balance of cheese on that one. So it's like you literally just get toasted bread, steak, and like a crunchy onion. I'm not feeling that at all.
This one's sweet.
Onions are also sweet on this one.
You got a bunch of onions, so it's like it's a crunchy sandwich.
Alright, meat's too tough. It's doing that thing where there's like a glump of cheese in one spot and then the rest is kind of dry.
My take on it, the meat is chopped. The bread seems to be a little toasted, got a little crunch on the outside. Not too much of a fan of it, but at the same time it's still soft. The cheese is good. The cheese is not overpowering. It's not super salty, and the onions are sweet. So I actually really like this one.
I like it. It wouldn't be my favorite, but I would think it was like something like I'm in the mood for that sweet cheesesteak. I'm getting this one.
Let me get this one I get this one a 2. I would eat it if I had to.
Not a horrible sandwich. I give it a 3.
Those are 3.5.
This is my favorite out the bunch. So I'm gonna give this a 4.5.
I'm gonna give this one a 3.
Yeah, I don't like this one too much. I'm gonna give this one a 2.
This John Husky.
This one tastes alright. This tastes like it was made with some love.
Oh, this bread is soft. I like this.
I can taste a little bit of onion. I can taste a little bit like salt and pepper too.
This is good.
This tastes like black pepper. It's good though.
So I'm gonna give this one a 3.
3.5.
It's also 3.5.
That one that I said was a 4 from before is a 4.5. This is a 4.
This is a 4 for me. I like this one. I'm actually gonna eat this whole thing. I like it. If it had a little more cheese, this would be a 5 for me. I like this one.
The onions are subtle, which I love, so they're not really overpowering either way with the steak. And it's got that like, it has a lot of flavor, a lot of moisture to it. The cheese is enveloped inside of the meat, so you can obviously, like it's well incorporated, and I love the texture of the bread. So this one's it for me. This is number 5.
Hand clap.
Welcome.
It's a little salty.
It's the first one I don't like.
I don't really like this one at all. Damn.
The bread is good. I like the bread. Bread is awesome. I have no clue if there's onions on here or not.
Oh, this shit is salty. That's getting a 1.5.
About a 3.
That's alright. I'll give that a 2.
1. That was like a bite of salt.
But I like the bread. The bread is nice consistency, holds up to the amount of meat. I'm gonna give it like a 2.5 because of the saltiness. It was a lot.
I'm gonna give this one a 3.
What's the next one? Yup. That's it.
I'm definitely liking the chopped up meat a lot better.
This will probably be the best one if it actually tastes like it was seasoned. This tastes like they took the steak, put it on a grill, put a slice of cheese on it, and just cooked it.
Meat's bland. The cheese is like almost non-existent.
The meat is so thinly chopped, and I love that. Cheese is like melted all in between.
I'm gonna give this one. It's not bad, but it's not good. I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
That's pretty good. 3.5.
2.
I'm gonna give it like a 4.5. A 4.5 for this one.
I'm gonna give it a 4 because the onions I thought was gonna scream at me a little bit more. This is a 4. I'm not getting the sweetness from the onions to balance out like the meat, but the bread is soft. They didn't toast it. That's good.
This is a 2.5.
This tastes like the ones I make at home.
The flavor on this one's good.
Okay. Alright.
I'm kind of torn with this one. So the onions are really good. They're really sweet, and I like that. But and there's a lot of them, which is good. But then the meat's kind of bland. But at the same time, the onions make up for the blandness of the meat. I like how the cheese is kind of mixed up. But I'm gonna give this one like a 3.5.
Alright, this is like a 3.
I give it a 2.5.
The meat is flavorful and plays well with the onions. I'm gonna give this a 4.
I'm gonna be nice and give it a 1.5. That's gonna be nice.
It's good, but onions overpower it. 2.5 for that one. So the results are in. We figured out what the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia is after 6 of us ate 8 of these cheesesteaks, blindfolded, one by one, ranked every single one. We added up the scores.
Number 8, Tony Luke's. It came in at a 2.1. The salt did it. I think the salt did it for everybody.
And the number 7 came Gino's with a 2.75.
Well, I'll say this about Gino's. I didn't like it. Flat out did not like it. It's a tourist attraction.
Speaking of tourist attraction, the very next one, Pat's, right across the street, got a 2.8, just 0.5 points more higher than that.
Yep.
So that's what people say. You know, you come to Philadelphia, go to Pat's or Gino's, but then other people say it's a tourist attraction. Pretty much came true. Then number 5 came. We go all the way back to Northeast Philly with Steve's. Steve's got a 2.9. Steve's good when you're in Northeast Philly. You don't want to travel too far, and usually you get your cheesesteak pretty fast too, right?
Yes, I'll be honest. I walked up, paid, got my cheesesteak.
Other places we were waiting for like up to 30 minutes.
And coming in at number 4, where we at, we have Joe's. Joe's ranked at a solid 3. I think I gave it the highest rating at 4.5. I was the first one. I loved it. 3.
Yeah, I like Joe's too. I also like that Joe's is one of the places that you can actually sit in. You can get milkshakes from there too, so that's pretty cool. All around they're good, and they got 2 spots. They have one in Northeast Philly, and then they have the one in Fishtown. It's coming in at number 3. We head over to D'Alessandro's. A little bit higher than Joe's, got a 3.1. This one seems to be that hurt Marv. He thought this was gonna come number 1.
Yeah, I love D'Alessandro's. To me, D'Alessandro's is the best in the city. I'm sorry, I'm biased. Please, disregard my opinion, but D'Alessandro's is amazing. Their onions, their meat, their cheese. I can go on and on. It was kind of packed. It was about a 30-minute wait to get a cheesesteak on a Saturday.
It can be like that even if you go in at when they first open, I believe 11 a.m. You're still you're on the waiting list.
Yep. All right, number 2, we have John's roast pork at a 3.79. Just missing the top spot, but a very great cheesesteak. I mean, everything about it is great. Meat, bread, cheese, seasoning, onions, straight on point.
Easy to get to too. Like there's usually it's not one of the ones where it's hard to find parking. You have so many parking plazas right by. You can eat in there. They're known for roast pork too, going by the name. But you can go ahead and get a great cheesesteak there as well. And then number one, straight from your area too.
Straight from North Philadelphia,
right on Broad and Erie.
Max's came in at a number 1 at a strong
3.8.
It was close. John's was right behind it.
Max's was the only one that got a 5.
Max's was the only one that got a 5. It consistently ranked high. I believe the lowest ranking for Max's was a 3. Never got anything lower than that. People love the gooiness of the cheese. They love how filling it was. They love the seasoning of the meat. The bread was soft. It wasn't toasted. It just was hitting everything you want in a steak.
And you can get right off the sub and just get a cheesesteak.
Yeah, super accessible. If you are a tourist coming to the city, it's right on Broad Street, so you get a huge take-in of the city if you're riding up Broad Street. If you're on public transportation, you can take the underground subway, so it's super accessible.
I think that us doing this, we got a pretty good idea. I think anybody coming to Philadelphia will be able to think like, I know where I want to go for my cheesesteak now.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna go drink our beer and finish the rest of our cheesesteaks.
Absolutely.